Training. My name's Becca. So I wanted to do a quick introduction video and just go through a bit of housekeeping stuff. So you will see my face and you'll hear my voice in a few of the videos. I have created this training, so I am really happy that you guys are here. You've made it here for a reason. Obviously, the main thing that we look for when we're recruiting is attitude. That's number one for us. So if you've made it here, chances are you've got an awesome attitude, and I'm super happy to have you guys on board. Please utilize all the resources that are here. And without further ado, I'll just go through some of the things that I want to cover before you start. So the first thing I want to talk about is scheduling and days off. So the first 4 weeks of working for the company is going through the training, okay? So the training period is fixed flexible hours. And what I mean by this is for coaching and support purposes, for someone to be available to you, I want you in the first 4 weeks to be starting work between 8 and 10 Filipino time, okay? So start between 8 and 10. If you're working 8 hours a day because you're on contracted 40 hours per week, then if you start at 8, you'll finish at 5, okay? If you start at 10, you'll finish at 7, okay? And that will include your unpaid break in that as well, okay? So whether you decide to take half an hour or whether you decide to take an hour, that's up to you. Your time will just be a little bit more extended as well, okay? If you're on 30 hours a week, then, maybe you want to work 6 hours a day, or maybe you still want to work 8 hours a day and do that across 3 to 4 days, all right? Just make sure that when you are logging in, that you're logged in during these hours, because that's, kind of like business hours. So starting between 8 and 10, and it's up to you when you decide to finish thereafter, okay? So moving forward, after the training period, you'll be perhaps working within these timeframes still. It will ultimately depend on the client that you're working for. They might have another idea for you to work on different times, so that it all depends and can be negotiated with your client. So you will talk with them about that, okay? If you need some time off for pre-planned events, please advise the client of the business that you're working for, okay? And also let my staff know as well, okay? There'll be some details below about that. You can email accounting, all right? So we just ask that you let us know 1 week in advance, so that we can prepare and fill in positions and whatnot, okay? If there's an emergency, please let your client know as soon as possible, so that work can be reallocated. Scheduled days off may change, but prior notice is needed, for obvious reasons, so that work can still get done, okay? So with the 4-week training period as well, you know that you've gone through the contract. The starting rate is on the lower rate of the scale, but the pay does go up as specified in the contract. So there is an immediate pay rise after the first 4 weeks, and then the pay is reviewed every 3 months, and raises will apply thereafter. Now, the reason we do this is because we want to keep you guys motivated, and we want you to feel valued as part of the team here, okay? We're not just going to keep you on the one pay, all right? So for the first 12 months, there's actually pay raises every 3 months, okay? And that's because, like I said, we value what you're doing for our team, what you're doing for our clients and your clients as well. So it's important that so that you're getting compensated, and obviously your skills are developing as well over these time periods, okay? So as your skills develop and you learn the ropes a little bit more, then we can pay you for what you're worth, okay, for developing your skill set. All right. So all payment related questions as well, guys, including hourly rates, raises, bonuses, any discrepancies whatsoever, please only address it to the Speed Up staff. Okay. So there'll be some links below. So I want you to email those links. Anything pay related is not to be discussed with your clients that you're doing the backlinking for, okay? So please don't talk to them about anything to do with pay. Just go through our company with that, all right? In regards to the 13th month payment, so we do encourage all of our clients to pay this, but it's not guaranteed. All right, so just keep that in mind. It all depends on the client that you're working for, okay? But we do encourage it from our end. With your training access as well, please don't share this with clients or any of your friends or anyone else. That access is only for you, okay? Now, I just wanted to go over as well where your questions and inquiries are directed, okay? So we ask that you follow these simple sort of rules, I guess, with asking questions, so that it saves us having to go through 3 or 4 different people to get you to the right person that you need, okay? So training related questions, please post to the BBB page. This is your first port of call. All right, so anything related to the training, we've created that page as sort of like an educational platform, okay? So you ask your questions in there first and foremost. Before you ask a question, just type it into the search box first to see if it's already been answered, okay? Support with urgent questions. So any coaching and training questions in relation to the actual training itself, please talk with your coach about that. So it might be, so Danny is probably your coach right now, or it might be somebody else. So you can talk via Facebook Messenger or perhaps Skype. That's up to you. So all urgent questions that need to be, instant message questions, please talk with your coach about. Pay related questions, I've spoken about that. There'll be some links below. And yeah, any discrepancies about pay or anything that can go through our staff. Okay, so in the next video, I'm going to go through Hub Staff, and this is where you'll be tracking time, where your productivity will be tracked, and also where we will run our payroll. Okay, so I'll go through that in the next video and also talk about the weekly journal planner. All right, thanks guys. See you on the next one.